What's up, guys? Becca Media is here, and today we got Smallville Season 8, Episode 9, Abyss. Okay, so let's start with Chloe. With Chloe being woken up by Jimmy, and for some reason Chloe cannot remember who Lana is, but Jimmy's like, he's like, are you gonna like Lana? But for some reason she's like, who? He's like, Lana, your friend, Clark's ex-girlfriend who randomly left town, and she's like, oh yeah, Lana, and yeah, so then Chloe starts going through this like hallucinations where these like Kryptonian symbols appear, and then like she's at the wedding, not actually at the wedding, but it's in her head, and then Jimmy just appears like faceless, and then she awakens to not knowing who Jimmy is, because she's like, who are you? Who are you? And he's like, actually, she's like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Jimmy, your fiance. And she's like, what are you doing in my apartment? And he's like, I'm Jimmy, your fiance. And yeah. Then after that, Clark's like, Jimmy's like, whoa, Clark, there's code red alert CK, and he's like, what? He's like, me and Chloe, me and Chloe were just having fun in our bed when having just sleep. I woke up from sleep when all of a sudden she couldn't remember me, and I got her calmed down by looking at the pictures of us. So there must be something wrong. So Clark goes and he goes to Chloe, and he's like, Chloe, what's going on? What's going on? Why can't you remember Jimmy? And she's like, oh, I must have those like little things, Clark. It's not a big deal. And he's like, don't go in there. He's like, he's like, why do you have all these pictures of me, Martha, Lionel, and all your friends? And she's like, oh, my been got a little blackout recently. This just helped me remember. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So she runs into Davis, who, yeah, Davis is still, shocked by last episode, finding out that he's the creation of Zod, but he doesn't react to it that well. She doesn't react to it at all. She just acts like things are normal. And he's like, and yeah. So yeah, Clark gets her there, and he's like, and she blacks out again on Clark, and this time she cannot remember Clark's powers. Because once she started talking about the abilities with her, she's like, your abilities to cross the road? And he's like, you. Yeah, so he's like, wait there, but then Jimmy picked up and he's like, hey, Chloe, Chloe pretends to know him, but he's like, hey, Chloe, I gotta take you to the doctor. And she's like, Clark told me to stay here. And he's like, wait, what? Clark's crazy. We gotta take you to the doctor. Well, that's happening. Joel's like, hey, my friend needs help. And he's like, I think Brainiac wasn't defeated. I know that the last time I came to you, things were different. I can trust you now, and he's like, you have grown up, Kal-El, because Clark is an implant person now. Because now that he's like, your trials are over. But he's like, my trials aren't complete yet. Brainiac's back, and I think he's taking over Chloe. So yeah, so Chloe, Jimmy, she ended up taking him to an MRI, where she has flashbacks of when she and Clark met, but Brainiac's trying to destroy that. And then we get flashback Dark Thursday, sorry. She said Dark Thursday. And that's when Davis touches her hand, and Chloe wakes up to not knowing anything, not knowing who Clark is. She doesn't have any memories of anyone but Davis. And it's like, why would Brainiac want to erase her memories of everything she thought she wanted to know, but why keep her memories of Davis? And she's like, hey Davis, for some reason the only person I can remember is you. He's like, I'm gonna call your friends. And he's like, and she's like, no, I don't remember them. And so Chloe takes her to town, and she sees Clark, and she's a little terrified. And Jimmy, and he's like, I thought you were gonna. So to keep her safe, he said hi to her, and he's like, I didn't know what to do. I thought she was gonna run again. So Clark takes her to the fortress, and one of the moments that made me really mad, he's like, I want you to get rid of Chloe's memory of my secret. They really had to do this. But let me just get through this episode. Yeah, so Chloe, she's eventually, but Brainiac drips from her eye, meaning that he's out of her mind. So yeah, So they start talking. Chloe doesn't know about Clark's powers anymore. So so, but 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 she runs into Davis, and she's like, Davis, why don't you be at the wedding? And he's like, I love you, Chloe, but she's like, I love Jimmy. And he's like, that's why I can't be there. I can't be there to witness you marry another man, marry the wrong man. And she's like, Davis, since the first day we met, I may have had little things for you, but now I'm marrying Jimmy. So yeah, and basically. So that's how the episode ends. Okay, so this episode was doing good. Very good. Until the end. Until they had to wipe Chloe's memory card powers. I have a problem with that. Because, one, we had to witness that with Lana, too, where Lana didn't remember Clark's secret because of the dark timeline, but then she remembered and everything is okay. But now Chloe doesn't remember now. It's like, come on, alright? It's like, come on. I love when Clark and Lana know, Chloe and Lana know, meaning that they team up with him, but now she doesn't know. It's just gonna be like season 3. It's just gonna be like, oh yeah, she's gonna think he's a normal guy, but no, he has powers. I think that really downgrades the episode for me. How they just thought that, oh yeah, I wouldn't. I just don't. I like this episode, but that ending just made me mad. That ending, that Chloe. I get what Clark's doing. He thinks that, oh yeah, if I get rid of Chloe, Chloe doesn't remember my secret, it will protect her. But I just don't like this. I just don't. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry, subscribers. I just don't like this. I love Chloe knowing Clark's secret, and I love their team up. But come on, come on. They really had to do this. I guess. And of course, we know that she won't find out again because they just can't have. We got 2 seasons left, and they cannot have her not remember for the entire series of two seasons. So of course she's gonna remember again. And she's gonna remember again. I know it. So yeah. So this episode is not one of the worst episodes I've seen. It's just the ending aggravates me. How much they put so much character development into Chloe knowing Clark's secret, and then they just threw that all away by having her memory erased. I know it's not a big deal, but I feel like they're throwing away her character development. Because actually, not throwing away her character development, but they're throwing away her character development of knowing Clark's secret. Because they worked together. They worked great together. Like, comment, subscribe. Up, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in episode 10. hope that episode's way better. Nothing this episode's bad, but just saying, hope that episode's way better. See you guys next Smallville.